Yo, Froggystyles and Mediocre Trader in the house. We're about to close up the market today. See what happened here.
What's up, everybody? How are we doing today?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? Let me set these volume levels here real quick and get the charts pulled up, and we'll get moving here.
Yeah.
So right here we got AMC down 20 cents. Nothing too bad. It was actually down a little bit more than that for a good while. As you can see here, it dipped down and it kind of stayed down here for a minute and then decided to bounce. Looking pretty strong right now, but you can see here in this 5-minute band area here, it's starting to get to the top. Let's go see if another time frame is allowing for more room. Gold cross right here for 30 minutes. So you might got that 15-minute gold cross that's going to hold in there, and you might have a chance at making that break even for the day. So let's see if we can get there. You can see right here, it's crossing over your midline, and you're kind of waiting for probably the 30-minute. Yep, gold cross is going to be coming. Nope, you don't have enough time for the gold cross on that. So we'll see how that plays out into tomorrow. But there's your buy signal check mark. And they definitely started buying right there, drove the price up. So not sure if this is a bounce or not, but you can tell by the cash flow that the stock should be technically trading higher than where it is right now. It should be in the positive territory by a couple pennies just because there's more money that came in than flowed out. So that's actually a pretty good sign of strength. Let's see what the SPY did in correlation to it. SPY is just now turning green. So let me see the cash flow. Again, you can see the money started down here, and there's more money in SPY than there was at the beginning of the day. So what it's saying is it should be green. So there's a good chance that AMC could turn positive before the end of the day. Wouldn't hold your breath because it can always correct going into tomorrow, but I mean, there's a good chance that it could. It's got a little bit of wiggle room left in it. Let's go over and check out GME. GME was almost down 10% at one point. I mean, it was getting beaten. I was thinking about buying some GME earlier when I seen that dip, but it's still down 4.7%. And then UVXY, which was one of the ones that I was paying attention to today. I bought it like way back here sometime. I think it was like 1630 or something like that when I bought into it. So it was probably down here, 1630, because I know I let it go a little ways before I bought into it, and then it bounced and started ripping. And I sold it about 1938, I think it was. So I made a pretty good chunk of money. Then I decided to do another bounce and try to retest all this. And now it's failing, going back down. And it's possibly establishing a new bottom, which that's just the way it rolls. So check out HYMC, see what's going on with that one too. Down 11 cents to $1.30. Checking the cash flow. You can see the cash flowed out towards the end of the day on Friday. Cash is technically flowed into HYMC. It is just not trading at the price that it should be valued at. So it should be trading up closer to 140 right now. So I'd expect a nice little bounce on HYMC probably tomorrow, but let the market get stabilized before it starts considering a bounce. But you can see the money already flowed in, and it's not sitting right with the price. Another one that was making some headway today was Redbox. I actually missed it. I wanted to buy into this one first thing in the morning, but I kind of missed it because it popped up a little too quickly and I couldn't get in. But I thought it had options. I was going to buy puts on it. It was way up there. So not sure if it's going to squeeze or not, but it looks like it's starting to do some ripping. There's your 200-day moving average rolling up. Real nice and clean. It's overpriced right now. So it's either going to squeeze or come back down to the line. So right now it's pulling back, doing its normal movement. Looks like it's establishing a base of this level, so it might hold right there for another day or so. So what else do we have in the news?
I was actually looking at some news earlier. Let me hang on. I'll pull up some stuff. I don't know what you got, but I'm gonna pull up a couple things that I noticed earlier.
What's going on, Jay Porgy, Debbie, Dippin, Koba, Gem Miner, Miss Harris, Amy? How you guys doing? Yeah, it was kind of expecting a red day today. It did turn out kind of red looking, but it didn't stay very red. So this bounce back is kind of nice. Did not expect that kind of a bounce. Now I'm kind of expecting us to bounce down one more time and establish that real nice deep W. So that's going to be real interesting if it goes all the way back down to like the 404 range. I'm not sure if that's an accurate spot to pick. I haven't really toyed with it to confirm that that's a guaranteed bottom. I just kind of drew it up kind of quick, and that was pretty much it. Could be not perfect, who knows? Yeah, 404.75 is roughly the number. So as you can see, it's a little overbought right now. Lots of volume, lots of cash flowing in. It's turning positive. Everything's looking pretty good right now. You're just waiting to see other things pop up and go positive as well. Oh, so we got Spence in here. What's going on, Spence? Let me get you a mic here. What's going on, Spence? Floor is yours, man, if you want to speak. AMC back over 1503, so we're getting moving here.
That's why.
3 minute is starting to get weak here. I don't know if that's going to actually cross over and start being anything dangerous, but 5 minutes cooling off. 15 minutes still on the cross, so we should be good. As long as it doesn't get weak here and pull back, we should be looking good. I'm hoping this isn't one of them little dead cat bounce kind of things and it goes back down and retests the bottom. But we're still not safe yet. T+2 lasts for 2 days.
So Froggy, I got an article here. It says Chrysler's parent Stellantis plans $2.8 billion overhaul of 2 Canadian factories to build EVs.
Oh, nice.
So Chrysler's going to get into the EV sector.
Good.
And there's another one. Here, I'll read it to you. Hang on. I wasn't going to read this one, but I will. Biden administration announces $3.1 billion to make electric vehicle batteries in the U.S.
Now, I haven't got a chance to look into that lithium sulfur combination versus the Elon battery. I want to check that out tonight to see if it actually is better than Elon's battery. I mean,
That's
it could just be
that article.
Yeah, it could be them blowing smoke that it's a better battery. It's the Mullen Motors battery pack. I do want to look into it and see if it's even close to true. I know Elon's last, and if the other ones do hold more density and stuff, that doesn't mean they last as long. So anytime you exchange density usually sacrifice something else, and that's what I want to look into to find out the difference. But the Mullen EV is actually a pretty nice looking EV.
Yeah, I like the Mullen EV. But I seen another article today about Tesla. That it was an attack article, but I don't know where I put it, and I was looking for it. But I'll find it for later on.
I missed the Tesla calls down here. Could have swore it got lower than that. Wasn't it trading at 130? Guess not. Or not 130, 830. I was going to buy those options way down here, and I ended up missing it. I was like, I'm going to buy these Tesla calls real quick and make a bounce, get some easy money. And then it bounced by the time I looked at it. I was like, well, so much for that one.
Yeah. I'd like to see AMC put its sneakers on and start running. Let's go.
I want to see GME get moving a little bit more right now because they're looking kind of rough. Still down 4.9%. I mean, we're good at 1.6% down, but we should be positive right now. So I'm not sure if it's going to make it or not. Hopefully SPY's not pulling like I said, it's like a fake bounce. AMC topped out right there. There's your little double top, which is, I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping it's just a trend and it keeps going. But that is consolidation right there. So there's a good chance it won't get back up to 1533. We'll see. That's a nice little cross right there. Clean cross on the 15. You still got negative pressure on the stock, which hasn't swapped over yet. You're waiting for that to happen. So then this can continue to trend. If this stays up, the red line stays above the blue, it's probably going to pull back.
Yeah, it's been trading in the zone all day. I've been kind of watching it. It hasn't really moved. It just trading in the zone. Back and forth all day long.
That's a nice clean W right there. You can see it. It comes down, touches, comes back down, touches again. There's your neckline. Got your neck break, little pullback and a rip. So, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better bottom than that. But that doesn't mean it's done because it's doing the same thing up here. There's one bounce, two bounce, and I mean, right now it's starting to test that area. So if it falls underneath 1497, could be looking for a slide downward. Could go either way right now because it's not confirmed that it's in an uptrend.
Yeah. And we're at the end of the day.
I was looking at this one here at buying some shares of Mullen, MULN, but the bottom doesn't look right. It's got a real goofy looking bottom. So I'm definitely staying out of it for now. I don't think it's found its bottom yet. Look at the cash flow, steady out. You can see selling pressure, lots of selling pressure across here. A little bit of buying pressure came in, pulled it up. It looks like it's weakening and it's about to come back down. And the selling pressure might be coming back in. So this will probably have to come back down to about 120, 122 to confirm bottom. So I don't think it's done yet. You can see that. There's clear bottom right there. Like the one touch, that could be a neckline, but hopefully that's a bottom. We'll see if it touches or breaks through. Spence, yeah, the floor is yours, man. Uh-oh, I think he lost connection.
What else did we want to talk about? I forgot.
We had all kinds of stuff that I know we wanted to cover. We did put out some videos last night. We were looking at fidelity fraud. So I wanted to try to get into that. Still got the 003 that I want to cover. Deep in the money options I want to cover. Paper trading, family offices, the $63 trillion insurance policy, which I don't even know if that's even true. Redbox, Phase 5 CAT system. So we got a lot of stuff we do want to cover. Just got to get to it.
Yeah, the time is crazy. I was looking at stuff today. I don't remember what it was about.
You see that right there? AMC bounced. So we might have a trend. There we go. Trend line. You need that bounce to confirm that that's a bottom, and it has to bounce off there. So then you can get your 3 little bounces on there. So it looks like it's going to try to go back up to 1541.
Yeah, it's over the 200 right now. It just broke over it. So hopefully
if it wouldn't have bounced right here, it could have came all the way back down. So it's a good thing that it actually picked its own point and deflected off of it, because this does look like a W bottom, but it's only on a 5-minute. And if you go up to like a 15-minute, that looks like more of like the first touch, and then it goes back up to here, back down, and then that becomes a neckline on a larger time frame, which is probably exactly what's going on, to be honest. It's probably setting up a neckline right now. So it'll probably go up and touch, come back down. Who knows? We'll see what happens. 30 minutes looking like a gold cross is coming. It may or may not touch it by the end of the day, but still 7 cents away from break even, which is where it should be. And it should be green by the end of the day. Like I said, there's more cash flowing in than there is flowing out. So clearly it should be marked up in price. Should be green.
I just want it to close above the 200, that candle. Let me see if it does. Oh, it's going to. We'll be good there.
I think Spence might have crashed in the space call. Wait for him to come back. We'll get him the mic again here. Corey Redder says, I hope they are not like scooter or e-vape batteries where they blow up and catch on fire. Yeah, see, that's the thing. We know the Elon batteries are tested and proven because they've had them in millions of cars and they work exactly as they're intended. The Mullen batteries have not been proven. They just say that they have like a high density and they're supposed to be good batteries, but nothing's proven. If they had 1 million vehicles on the market and they didn't have any problems with them, I mean, I would say they were golden, but they need some time on the market to confirm that they're good. What's going on, Mellow Doug? How you doing, man?
Oh, that's what I was doing. You sidetracked me with AMC, and I forgot what I was doing.
Oh, yeah. Let me pull up Redbox again. Redbox is still up 41% as of right now. I mean, it was up a lot more earlier. I want to be checking this one later on Stockgrid to see if they're playing with it on the Darkpool. And if they are, most likely this will be a dip, and then it will go back up and retest. So I'll be keeping an eye out for what they're doing in the Darkpool. If they're selling it in the Darkpool, that means they're going to pull the price down. If they're still holding a chunk, they're going to let the price run up.
Everybody, I just wanted to make this quick video.
No, it was RXP and the that AMC token crap. That crap token, you know. That's what we're going to talk about.
Let me see. I'm reading through your comments now to see if we can find something. What's going on, Apes vs. Wall Street? How you doing, man?
Let me look at something.
Yeah, I did see some people, they did pick up on the SPY puts this morning and made pretty good money on it. Right now, I'm going to be questioning if SPY puts might be another play or not. We're going to wait till it gets back up to 415.82, where it's going to retest this top up here. If it fails at it, most likely it's going to come back down. But right now, I mean, it's doing its little Superman thing, and it's going to go up there and test that. And what that looks like is a double top. Now, it has to break through there and start trending past 416. If it does not do that, then there's a good chance it's coming back down. So keep an eye on that for anybody that wants to play puts. Right now, it's at the end of its rope. I don't know if it's going to smash right through there or if it's going to deflect off. I don't know how weak the market is, but we're going to find out. It's actually looking pretty good on the 2 hour. Look at that real nice, clean, going to be gold cross by morning setup. It's giving me that indication that it's going to go back up to 429. But like I said, it still has to make it past 416 to even prove that it's going to break out. So if it doesn't break out from there, there's no way it's going back up to 429. So like I said, if you do get that clean breakout and you get that cross in the 2 hour, then, I mean, there's still no guarantee you'll even make it to 429. You still got another line down here at 419. So it could go up there and hit that line and deflect back down.
We could talk about that.
I'll be right back. Go ahead and cover that.
So this is an opinion piece, basically on what we've been talking about with the market in the soft landing. And let me pull up the article so I can actually read it. I can't see that when it's there. So it says, our recent research suggests that engineering a soft landing is highly improbable and that there is a significant likelihood of a recession in the not too distant future. And Froggy and I have been talking about this, and now Market Watch is putting that out. So that's from Market Watch. Here, I'll put the link in for you guys. Put the link in here for you. Oh, that's not where it goes.
What'd you just send me?
The link, I meant to put it in the chat, but I put it in the wrong spot. But yeah, it's just the same of what we've been talking about. Except Market Watch is saying it now. So much for a soft landing, I guess.
There's that link. I just posted it in chat too. Make sure you guys got it. Yeah, that 1 hour is looking real tough. I don't know if that's going to hold. Look at the size of that candle.
Yeah.
That's not very normal or natural looking movement. So usually whenever you get these massive candles like this, they usually get defeated and they come back down. I'm not trying to be a naysayer on this one, but that run looks kind of fake. I'm sure there's more puts left to cover.
What do you think? What do you think that runs from?
I have no idea.
Think your buddy Jerome got anything to do with it?
I think they were printing some money off today. Because hold on, let me pull up the article that I was looking at. Boss Blunt's posted something.
Speculation.
Let me see. Boss Blunt's had a thing. It says, this is how the global central bank keeps markets afloat. So let me go pull that up real quick here. SEC Yellen runs the U.S. plunge protection team using our tax dollars in the Economic Stability Fund to prop up the stocks illegally under the guise of wartime activities. Europe and China have been doing it too. It'll be over soon. And you can see just, we already know it's happening. It's just really weird that they're, I mean, he's exactly right. It's illegal. Like, they can't get it passed to be allowed to use money, so they're using the plunge protection team to come in and be like a buyer of last resort or a lender of last resort. And it's not going to matter. I mean, eventually the market's going to end up dipping the way it's supposed to dip. So they are doing everything they can to prevent this. I'm actually thinking about buying some more SPY puts tomorrow. That might be a little late now.
Yeah, I don't know. This is what I don't even want to talk about it, but that's how I got caught last time. I'll just say that.
Let me take a look at it. That looks so good for a clean bounce, but it's not confirmed yet. We still don't have that breakout. That's the crazy part.
Rolf had a good job today. He hit the SPY pretty good. Good job, buddy.
Vortex indicators indicating the buyers are about to step in more than the sellers, which could make this thing really start moving. So, I mean, it's tough to bet against the market the way it's moving right now. So I'm going to need more time on trying to figure out which direction it's going to go. But I see a trend line. Do you see a trend? So we'll see what it does. I don't know. I'm skeptical. I know they're propping it up. They're supposed to be deleveraging. They're not trying too hard to deleverage, though. It's such a nasty looking trend line. May 3rd. What we got for earnings? We got 7 days out. We got earnings clear out here on the 9th. It's looking a little oversold going into earnings. I wonder if it's going lower. 1438. Well, right now it's honoring this support right now at 1469. So let's hope it stays there and doesn't go any lower. That's one heck of a nasty walk down. Oh yeah, APESVSWALLSTREET says, what about the vote coming up in June? Yeah, we was discussing that. Adam Aaron's going up for vote. Howard Koch.
Hawk Koch.
Who comes up with that? We're just gonna put Hawk as a name. Slapped it in my title, but I guess he wants voted on. Miss Kathleen Paulus and Dr. Anthony. Is it Sayich? And then we also get to vote on Say on Pay, which I think Say on Pay is important because I think that's how we get to correct their pay, but I'm not exactly sure. And we could also have somebody that could represent the board pop up on the poll too. They have to submit their request, and then something else. I can't remember exactly how it works, but you have to turn in a written request to get added to the poll. Kevin says, any more talk on working towards getting an ape or two on the AMC board? I support the thing 100%. If one of our known community apes ends up going up, I'm voting for him no matter what. So if someone like Boss Blunts wants to be any part of it, I'd be like, yep, got my vote automatically. We need people that we know that are solid, that are diamond handing. My opinion, though. Mellow Doug says, 13 level, then rip. First phase, Amy, not financial advice. I get it from my dog. Wasn't there a YouTuber that was getting advice from their cat? I can't remember who that was. Do you remember who I'm talking about?
No, I don't. But it makes me think of Andrew Mum dog.
Oh, yeah, you got that dog over there.
Want to bring up that article I put up there?
Oh, you got it linked up here?
Yeah. This is another Market Watch article. Let me pull it up. Find out where I put it. Right here. Nope, that's not the one. Bad. This one. So the European Commission has told Apple of its preliminary view that it abused its dominant position in markets for mobile wallets on iOS devices. The concerns center on Apple's move to limit developer access, near-field communications, NFC tech. So this came out today as well on Market Watch. So Apple's got problems over in Europe. So I figured I'd put that out there for you guys as well.
What's the exact problem they're having over there?
Their dominant position in markets for mobile wallets. So I think they're using their Apple Pay stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and they have a dominance, and they're not liking it, I guess, because they have a basic control. I would think that's what the article's about. Makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
versus
know.
Wall Street.
It's a currency issue, I think.
Oh, we're gonna have a lot of currency issues coming up here with all the countries. Like I said, I can't use my MasterCard to go buy Ortex because it's in a different country. Like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. But we're living some funny times. Currency wars happened before any kind of world war. So I'm not saying we're going into a world war, but actually, I'm not even following them. versus Wall Street says, I don't know about you guys, but we need someone that is going to do some stuff for shareholders too. If I remember right, the board actually has a fiduciary duty to do things that's best for shareholders. So that's why I'm confused. Like, have they? That's a good question. I like this here. Kevin says vet them. Talk about anybody who was in there. I believe the vetting process is something that's been kind of forgotten for too long. We used to vet presidents back in the day. Now they just say their name. I mean, our standards have really gone down.
Yeah, I was hanging out with Casey and a few others last night, and it was kind of interesting. And actually, it's kind of funny, and I'm going to bring it up here because Froggy and I were doing some research, like behind the scenes, on the whole vote thing, and Ernst and Young and a few other people on the board, right? And we couldn't find that, could we, Froggy?
No.
So I was over with Casey Shaw last night, and he found a whole bunch. And he said to me, like, what kind of research you clowns doing? And I'm like, dude, I swear to you, we were looking. So, yeah, no, he found a bunch of articles, one from like 2 hours ago. So if anybody wants to know, Casey Shaw got a lot of articles on Ernst and Young.
Well, we had to go to we had to go to DuckDuckGo in order to get it because it seemed like Google was actually kind of filtering it out, so you couldn't really find all the information you needed. So going to
That's what I
DuckDuckGo
told
has
them.
list filters. So just in case anybody's looking to do a proper vetting, I still recommend go to DuckDuckGo because I've had problems with Google not giving me enough information. So
This is why I brought it up for that main reason, right? Because sometimes things are not showing up.
yeah, someone said Diva here says was it DV Diva says someone was getting information from a fish. Remember the fish algo? That video where the fish swims around in a tank picking stocks? You did watch that with me, didn't you?
What'd you say?
The fish algo?
Yeah, we watched that.
Yeah.
We did it live.
I know. He's talking about there's someone that's getting their advice from a fish.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, the fish turned out better than Wall Street Bets. It was a comical video, I gotta say.
I'm not gonna
liked
lie.
it.
That the video was pretty stupid, but it was so entertainingly funny I had to watch it twice. So very well done. I give the kid props for he's a computer programmer that could have done it the easy way and did everything the hard way. So I admire that.
Yeah, it was a good video for sure.
Oh, there it is. It's Jay Ingram. That sounds familiar. The cat guy.
I never seen him. Must have a smart cat though.
Picking stocks. Jay Ingram, the cat investor. Hey, I'm not going to knock it. If it works, it works. I don't know if it does or not, so I won't knock it till I try it.
Well, I can tell you that Doug's dog is pretty smart. Yeah, I like Doug's dog. It can tell me stuff whenever it wants to.
Age vs. Wall Street says, you going live later too? Just asking because I was trying to figure out how to go live on YouTube with CSI, but couldn't figure it out. I was watching your guys' video earlier this morning. I'm not exactly sure what you guys were having as far as a problem. Word of advice, when you guys are using Restream, you have to share the link before you guys start your live and have you guys both link up. So he should send you an invite before he goes live, and then you click on the link, and it will allow you to pair up to his Restream. So then when he fires it up, you both go live at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Now he has to make sure when he clicks on to add a friend, he flips that switch that allows the other person to stream at the same time, and that's it. It should automatically load from there, I think. Because if you come on late, you'll come on as a guest. If you come on early, like with the request early, you become a new invite for a stream. Pretty cool software. I like it.
Yeah, it works well. It can be a little tricky, but you'll get used to it.
XX says, Froggy, keep it up. Your partner's a good compliment for you. The little guy from Canada had Weasel tattooed on his head. Yeah, we might not be a squeeze specialist over here, but, you know, we're not trying to screw anybody. So it's like, I think we're going the right direction.
I agree. I'm no squeeze specialist, to be honest. You know what I mean? I was only in the first squeeze when it ran up to $72. I wouldn't even count that as a squeeze. Sorry, I had to say it.
The fish algo would have worked today. The fish algo is it's hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. Like I sat there with my jaw dropped. Like, really? He did all that for? Yeah, he went in a lot of extra effort.
Grab Weston's question.
Which one? What's the
That
best
one.
brokerage through TradingView? Or wait, what's the best brokerage through TradingView? What do you
So
mean?
a lot of people use TradingView just for charting, and they trade with whatever broker they have, right? So they just use it as a charting software. But Froggy uses that, so I'm not sure who he trades through.
I got a couple different ones. I use E-Trade, Fidelity. Fidelity's my long. E-Trade's my options. I want to get into TD Ameritrade and get out of E-Trade altogether. And then I do use Webull occasionally for charting. I haven't even tried to use Webull for trading. I thought about doing like Webull for like storing some extra shares of stock on there just so I can use that insurance that they got there. So if anything went bad, I can have 100 shares there, 100 over on E-Trade, and like a couple other brokerages so I can take advantage of the insurance. But I don't think we're going to have to worry that much about a complete meltdown in the market. For a minute there, I was worried about that. Back when Al from Boston was saying $1 million per share.
Well, Market Watch just put that out today, but you know, it's an opinion piece, so you got to take it with a grain of salt, just like everything else. You know, like we're not financial advisors; we just get information and we just pass the same information on to you.
Pretty much. Let me post this over here real quick. All right, we should probably pull up Max Payne. I don't know if it's going to do any good because I think we still have one more day down. But I'll take a look at the Max Payne and see what it's actually kind of spitting out. I'll post it anyways just for kind of fun, but I think the market will probably end up being down one more time. So let me see here. We got AMC.
I knew this comment was going to come up.
Which one? Go ahead and read it off.
It says Al from Boston was saying, I'm saying 1 million per share. What's a good price for you? And I only say that because it's his first video back, and that's what he says. I mean, I don't know. It depends on who you talk to. I don't really tell anybody that because I have no idea, and I don't claim to know. I'm not a squeeze specialist or anything, so I wouldn't have that information.
In order to hit 1 million per share, we got to think realistically for a second. If you think that the market can actually spit out $500 trillion for one play, I mean, bet the farm. But if you think that's impossible and crazy, then that's pretty much your answer right there. I mean, I went with what I knew would be kind of realistically still kind of high, which is $5 trillion. I think it's possible. So I went with 10,000 per share. So 1 million, oh boy, I would wish. But if we did see 1 million per share, we probably wouldn't even have a financial system to come back to. But I could be wrong. He might be right. I don't know. But I'm not betting the farm on 1 million per share. I mean, I'll probably be out at 10 if I see it. Right now, we're sitting. Max Payne is at 15 even. Now I'm just going to put plus or minus 5 or 10 cents on that. It's a little high, unfortunately. So what that's telling me is I think we're going to still pop down tomorrow and establish this double bottom down here before we go back up for Wednesday, Thursday. So that will give you any clue. Now, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's what Max Payne's showing right now. So there's a good chance we'll come back down to 1475 before bouncing for the last time. This could be the neckline.
Jay Beebs, I think you got the wrong content creator.
Well, what happened?
Come on, man. I was trying not to read the comment. You read it if you want to read it.
I'm gonna do the Max Payne things first.
It's funny.
I'll go back through and read them. We got GME next. I can see what Max Payne looks like. Max Payne sitting between 120 and 125, so 122.50. And I think we're under that right now. So I definitely wouldn't expect this to come back down to 112. That was pretty dirt cheap. But you never know. I don't see it. I don't see it going too much lower. I think it's going to stay right about there. I think it's oversold and it's diverged from AMC. So let's check SPY, because SPY will be important.
Tark wants you to check ATI when you get a minute.
All right, I'll add that to Max Payne too. So SPY's trading at 414 currently and a half. And let's go check Max Payne. It's sitting between 410, possibly 412. So it sounds like 411. They'll probably stop it at close to 410. So it looks like they're going to probably pull it back down one more time again. It's an oversell. They might be setting up for a head and shoulders. That's what it looks like. Come down, big dip, back up, second shoulder, and then move back up. So I'm going to probably write that up for tomorrow. It looks like they're doing a head and shoulders pattern instead of a W pattern. So that'll be kind of interesting. Let me write that one up here.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
411. And then we got ATER.
I want you to check the Darkpool stuff on that if you can. The money.
I can't. I won't be able to check it until like an hour and a half from now when it updates. Well, ATER is going to be under 550, above 5, so it's 525 plus or minus a quarter. So it looks like it is overpriced, only based upon Max Payne though. What's the other one I was looking at? Tesla. I like the bigger ones too because they give you a better idea of the overall market.
Look at that W.
Tesla's trading at 902. Wow, their option chain looks really messed up. Very messed up. $875 plus or minus 5. Actually kind of harder to see with it being so early in the week because you got a bunch of like bad options that are tossed in there, but still, that's the max pain that I got right now.
Yeah, it's Monday.
So it does look like we're going to be pulling back one more time. Pretty close to a head and shoulder on Tesla. 75. Yep. That's going to be a trend on Tesla. Shoulder on SPY. AMC's at 15. Looks like a shoulder on AMC as well. And GME looks like it'll be a trend.
Mellow Doug wants to know what's your take on AEI, delist or stay in the game?
AEI.
Yep.
Ooh, very bad. Well, you do got a little bit of hope. Buy signal check mark, but last time I did that, it only pulled up a tiny bit. I mean, it moved up a couple pennies, and that was it. So you're not really breaking this downward trend. You see this is your 200-day moving average. So your overall trend is looking very bearish. So until this thing starts to turn, I mean, it's bad. Look at the cash continuously flowing out. So it's a combination of two negative things until it reverses trend.
No bueno, man. No bueno.
Yeah, not looking healthy. Do you have anything on an uptrend? The whole market is so bad. Is there any stocks trending up?
I don't know.
USO oil's going up. It's not really a stock, but there's uptrend. Philip Morris is still uptrending. Well, Altera. That's actually look at that. I have a gold cross on MO, which is Altera or Philip Morris. Might be something to look at. Kicked out some positive earnings. Just barely beat it. There's not much movement left in that one either. So let me pull up a couple more of these comments here.
There's some good ones I didn't read on purpose, so we can grab them after.
A4 Wall Street said, no, we did a live this morning. Everything went well. I couldn't figure out how to go live on my YouTube. Do I have to have a live available?
It has to be done in Restream if you're using Restream.
Yeah, when you go into, I'm trying to think. I think all you got to do is click on the link, and it automatically puts you in there.
Yeah, because I don't do anything. You send me the link, and then I just set it up through the link before the show. That's it.
I wonder if you have to pair it to make sure it knows to work it.
Unless his YouTube channel is not paired, you have to pair it first. Yes, but you only have to do that once.
Let me check this SPY out. I have a feeling SPY is going to pull some shenanigans. I mean, that's looking overbought. Let's see what Redbox did. Back up in the after hours, up 4%. Let's check out this other one here, DRV. I don't even know what the heck that is. Up 8%. It's uptrending. So that could be a good sign. Let's do that teledoc.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It actually is uptrending, but that's after it got smashed. Better start uptrending after that kind of a loss.
Oh, I remember what I was going to ask you. What was the stock about? But never mind. I remember. You don't have to say nothing.
Well, I wonder if I'm going to buy Tesla puts tomorrow or SPY puts. Looks like a perfect rug pull. Look at all these red check marks, and it didn't slow down. Not normal. So it's probably going to come back down to 870. Be some easy money right there. But I want to see how it plays out. Yeah, I see a lot of people are asking about the Al from Boston 1 million price target. I think he does that to pull people in. Because a lot of people want to hear 1 million per share without realizing you need $500 trillion to get there.
I'm down for $1 million a share.
I'd take it in a minute.
Yeah.
But I'm not holding to that price. There ain't no way. Because if you hold to $1 million and it doesn't make it, guess what you become? A bag holder. So that's the problem. Just don't get tricked into that kind of stuff. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, definitely hit that like button if you get a chance. That helps with the algo.
I mean, he's not the only one that has said that. I'm not gonna. Mathematically, I heard it is possible, but I don't know.
Weston says, Froggy, do you still think we can get the 5K per share with AMC and 30K to GME? Yeah, that's only $2.5 trillion. So, and that's not ridiculous. I wouldn't think. I mean, if everybody held and did a good job of holding, I can't see why everybody couldn't close at a pretty respectable price. And you could still have 30% paper hands and still get that number, because when 30% sell early, that leaves 30% of their, or it leaves the money for the 30% still on the table for the rest of the people. So if 30% of the people left, would have normally left and took like a slice of pizza, if they decided to sell early and they took a bite of one slice, that left the whole slice left on the table for everybody else to divvy up. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's just kind of the analogy I was working with here. But I still think it's possible. Obviously, we'll have to evaluate it as the play comes in and see what kind of, like, are they going to be forced to cover FTDs? Are they going to cover synthetics? Are they covering, like, all the shorts? I mean, if you take all the shorts and you look in the order book, if you take 1/10 the shorts that need to be covered, it buys the entire order book. And that will take you up to an astronomical number. So that's part of the problem on this play. They know they can't do it. Like, normally they just buy the order book up and then it comes to an end. This play is so big, you could take every share on the order book and they could buy them all and still never cover the position. Not even 1/10. So And you could do it yourself. Just go into any one of your order books and scroll through and look at all the orders, not the chart, but look at the actual orders and just add them up. And I'll tell you that there's no way they're getting like 10 million shares.
I've heard this question before, and I kind of agree, but maybe Froggy will answer this one. I don't know. I'm going to read it to you. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Mike Russo says, how does one become a bag holder in AMC when the entire float needs to be bought several times over? Very confusing.
That's a good question.
Exactly.
If they're not forced to cover the synthetics or the FTDs and really forced to cover the short interest, I think that's what 140,000 shorts or 130,000 or something like that. So if that's all they're forced to cover, and then you're expecting $1 million price target, you become a bag holder. But if they're forced to cover everything, I mean, which is ideally what we want, I mean, we could see some pretty nasty numbers. I'm not sure if $1 million is on the table, but man, I would wish, but I'm definitely not going to try to shoot for it because, I mean, I'll be happy at 5 to 10K, and that's my personal look. Now, if they've only covered half their stack and we're at 10K, obviously I'm waiting for 20 or 30. So we're going to wait to see what they cover, and that will help you determine what the price will probably get to.
So Doc Zeno has a question as well, and it's the second time I've kind of seen this question. I'm going to read this one real quick because I do have information, but it's not my information, and I have no way of proving this. But his question is, have you weighed in on the new proxy statement about the 516 million shares in the 10,500 registered users or holders?
I've heard about that. We should check into that. What is that?
So there was an
CompuShare?
CompuShare. So somebody sent a message. I'm not going to say any names because I haven't really heard this from the person, and I do trust the person. But somebody emailed the person.
Yeah.
Somebody emailed AMC or CompuShare, and they got an email back saying that yes, that is correct. That is 10,000. It's less than 10,500, but I'm not going to say the exact number because I'm not going to go look it up. But 10,500 members hold the entire float is basically what was referred back to the person who emailed them. So, and I'm speculating because I didn't get that information firsthand. It's secondhand knowledge, and I just that's what I heard.
Well, the issue about that, if there's any truth to it, there's a lot of things that could happen. I would think that the board at AMC could probably get in trouble for knowing the truth and doing nothing about it. That's the first one. Second one, if something happens where that information gets subpoenaed, that'd be proof of manipulation, and the stock will probably get halted. So, I'm not sure if either one of them processes we want to go through. We just want a clean squeeze, and that's it. But I don't know. We need to find out and see if there's any truth to that before we go into this speculation on what could come of it. Because when you're talking about hypothetically speaking kind of stuff, you can waste a lot of time thinking about things that might not even be true. So we need to get a confirmation on that. Beverly says she's read that DuckDuckGo is a bit compromised as well. They suggest Brave now, FYI. Yes, yeah. When I was looking up certain things, for some reason I have a hard time pulling up information on certain stuff. And when I get frustrated with Google, I go to DuckDuckGo to see what they have for extra stuff. And that's usually where I find stuff that seems to be filtered out. So it might be compromised. I just, where else do you go after that? I got some information coming here. Doc Zeno sends me over some stuff. SEC report document. Bottom of page 4 seems to indicate 10,000 shareholders account for 516 million shares. Shaw, Pantheon, and Tony have all had a go at it today. Your thoughts? Looks like somebody's already highlighting stuff. It's all shifted.
Interesting. Sorry, I'm talking to somebody privately.
I don't know. I'm going to have to look at this more. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of pages. So I'm going to have to definitely look it over. But
I found it. Found what I was looking for earlier. I wanted to show you this. I'll do it right here. We could talk about it later too, but here, let me share it with everybody.
what's my take on the FOMC meeting? Obviously, they're going to go and raise rates. I would expect it to push the market down a little bit, but most likely it's probably already factored in.
This is more of a question to you, Froggy. This article, I have a ask you when you pull it up. Oh, you got it?
Yep.
So this reads, Goldman Sachs says, buy these high dividend growth and yield names to fight inflation. And my question to you is, do you trust Goldman Sachs?
Nope, not at all. Never did. I haven't trusted him in like so many decades. I've never liked Goldman Sachs. That's like my number one least liked firm.
So I figured I'd put that out there because I know you dislike them. So I figured I'll make a joke about it. But no, seriously, if anybody's interested in this article, here's the link. And I'll post that over here as well. It took me a while to search for that because I seen it earlier and I laughed.
APESVSWALLSTREET says, hey, I'm editing a video. I was wondering if I could use news clips of my new video from CNBC without getting strikes, being that it's public. All you can do is load it, set it for private, and see if it gets demonetized that way. I think they do hold rights to it and stuff, and it could flag. So I don't know. I had a problem with their stuff before when I was doing a Jim Cramer thing. So I always like to make fun of Jim Cramer and can't do it. He's protected.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I really, 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 really enjoy Trey's What are they called? Jam Kramers or whatever the hell is
Crim Jamer.
Crim
Yeah.
Jamers. Yeah, I love those, dude. I want them to do some more. You guys try to make more videos like that.
GLD is down in price right now, 1.85%. Obviously, it's oversold. Waiting to see if it's going to come back up here. There's not too much more to that except for the cash is flowing out. And volume's a little bit higher than normal. We'll see if that bounces back. It might, or it should. Oh.
Froggy, let me excuse myself for a couple minutes so I can do some research on something.
All right. Sundial, it was pulling up today. It looks like towards the end there. So it actually does look like it kind of hit a bottom. It's bouncing up there. So let me see. Could be a great big W. That would make this a neckline. So that means you're looking at 48 cents and 6/10 as a resistance line. If you pass that, there's a good chance you could go back up to 50 cents. But right now it's looking like it's overbought. And you can see by the MACD, looks like it's going to be selling off at this point. So it looks like it's hitting the 200 and it might bounce them back down. So now that's on the 5 minute. That don't really confirm anything. 30 minutes showing a clean bounce, but it's starting to flatten off here. Two hours about the gold cross, so that you could be definitely trending up here soon. So wait for that 2 hour to gold cross. Should be by morning. If you cross over that 48 and 6/10, I'd expect it to go much higher. Be looking at that 50-cent range. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, hit that like button if you guys get a chance to. It helps things out here. BBBY is going up. Let me go pull that one up here real quick. It was up 11 cents on the day, almost a full percent. It had a real wicked dip down here, but it actually kind of looks like it bounced. Looks like a W. There's a neckline. So you got a neckline sitting there that you're going to be fighting at 13.75. Once you make that break, I'm not sure where it goes from there, but you do got other points. So you got a point up here at almost 14, then 14.11 before you can shoot back up to 14.87. So let's see if you can break this 13.75 and head back up to 14 bucks. It should. Well, actually, maybe not. You can see it's weakening off here on the 5 minute. Let's see what the 2 hour shows. Yeah, keep an eye on that 2 hour. You've already dipped once back here. So you got your first dip. There's your second one. Usually I buy on the second dip. So this could be a C triangle where it comes down and bounces and then pops up. But we'll wait and see. I don't know if that's a double bottom. Looks like it is. Kind of. SMFL. Let me check that one real quick and see what you're talking about there. It's 81 cents. I usually try to stay away from those smaller ones like that. 25 million market cap. Very low revenue. You said it was new? Used to be worth $3 a share and it's been crushed. It's going to have to start turning out like something positive on it in order for it to reverse. Don't know exactly what it does, but I will write it down. When did you find out?
I'm just waiting. I didn't find it. I'll figure it out after.
Hanzo says Al was saying that GME stock split could take until September, so we could squeeze one even after the election with Republicans winning all three. Kenny's paid a lot of them. What do you think? I think Al might be right on that. Anywhere between 1 month to 3 months after the voting is when I was expecting it to happen. It shouldn't take 3 months. I mean, you're talking some slacker stuff there. Like, if you get the vote to go through and it's confirmed and you put the information out there, you would think Ryan Cohen would be getting on that within like a week later. You wouldn't think he's going to wait 2 months to go and put things through. So he don't seem like that kind of guy. I would say within 30 days. If it does go till September, which is fine, that's when Cat 6 or Cat System Phase 6 goes into effect. It's, I think, on the 6th or 9th. I think it is the 6th. So still pushing that boundary. TF Hatter says Red Box still alive and kicking. Let me see. Still holding in there, that's for sure. Two more pennies. It's not very much movement in the after hours, but still, I mean, it had a nice move for the whole entire day. So anybody that had red blocks or red box, good job. Apes vs. Wall Street says you should start covering crypto. I used to do crypto, but like hardly anybody watched it. So that's why I kind of stopped doing it. I have interest in like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, you know, even Cardano and stuff like that. XRP looks like it's starting to make a run back. So I'm thinking about actually buying some XRP. Let me go and look that up real quick here.
Yeah, that was one of the things I seen today. XRP.
I forgot all about that one.
I remind you at the beginning of the show, guy.
Oh, no, I'm talking about. I was already thinking about doing it like earlier today at work when they were talking about XRP.
Funny stuff. You're the one who told me to check it out.
Well, I was wanting to buy it. I just totally forgot to even get it.
No, I hear you. It's very interesting, I must say. I was trying to find something in my news about it, other than what you sent me, but I'll do some more research on it.
Three-step verification to go get into my account. So horrible. Wait a second. This device should be confirmed.
That's what my point was the other day when I had to sign back in the Restream.
Let me pull up my watch list here and get some more stuff added. If I can figure out how to do that. Guess I can't get it over here. Coinbase don't have XRP? That's weird. That's really strange. Patrick says Sears and BGTTF were the only two green in his portfolio or his watch list. Yeah, Sears probably shouldn't be green. I can't pull that up on that one. BGDT. Now that's a crazy looking chart. How does UVXY look? It actually did really good today. Or it was up. It was up when I sold it. It was way up there.
Ha, found it.
I sold it at like 1940 or 1938 or something like that. So it looks like a discount right now. Probably oversold. What to look and see what the VIX is going to end up doing for tomorrow to see if that's even a play. VIX is cooling off. Yeah, VIX might, if the VIX bounces, UVXY will be hot. But if it doesn't bounce, I mean, that obviously you'll stay out of it and want to go positive. So I think there's a bounce coming. So to go back up and try to retest this 36.69 range. See what that dollar's doing. Dollar's still pushing up higher. Another 40 cents increase on the dollar. That's dangerous. Very dangerous. Thing just keeps running. Any thoughts on a DTCC haircut notice? I kept thinking about it for a second. I'm sitting there thinking, like, is the DTCC trying to crash the market? Because the haircut notice doesn't do anything positive for the market. And there was already turbulence going into this week, and they add that on top of it. It's like they were trying to help push the stock market down. So, I mean, I don't know. It needed to be done anyways, but it was just kind of coincidental that the SPY had a bunch of puts going to money, and then they dropped that notice. And then you get the Fed coming in, raising interest rates. It's like a trifecta of pain. So I'd expect another red day tomorrow.
Here, I'm going to send you a link to look at. My bad.
What do you got there?
Your buddy Kenny.
Yeah, Ken Griffin Citadel scored a 7.5% return for April in its main hedge fund, even as U.S. stocks posted their worst performance in decades. I don't know. I think he's faking until he makes it. That's an old picture of him. He don't look that happy and healthy anymore. I think stress is getting to him. What's going on, Javi? How you doing, man? Joshua says, what happened to Cam? Deleted a ton of his videos, basically vanished. Yeah, once all the information got put out there, I mean, he pretty much just went into hiding and has not explained himself since.
Tucked his tail and skedaddled.
We're still going to come out with a final video on like all the information we have. So probably going to be Saturday from what the email stated. Me, Tony, Pantheon, a Mediocre Trader, maybe our third person. We do have a fourth victim. What is it, fourth? Let me see. 3 victims?
I don't know.
Third person and a fourth person. So
I'm trying not to discuss it.
So what we're looking at Saturday right now is being the date that we're going to be bringing it out. So just giving you a heads up. We're planning on doing a finishing argument kind of thing. Not an argument, just a final statement.
Diva says, I'm disappointed with Kenny's returns. All the cheating he does, his ROI should be close to 50%. Disgusting. I had to read that one. I kind of agree.
We didn't get a chance. I'm going to go over the proxy statement after we get done here. And we're going to look into that and see, because I heard that's some huge news. And I seen some of the comments that come back off that. And I'm kind of, the only thing that worries me about it is if that's proof in the making. I mean, crazy stuff could happen. Should have already happened, but it's not. So we'll see what happens from here. Yeti coin and Johnny Depp Inu is pumping up now, folks, in my opinion. Speaking of Johnny Depp, what a crazy trial they got going on over there. I was looking at some of the details on that, and I can't believe some of the stuff that's been confessed in that trial is even reality. But, I mean, stranger things have happened, I guess.
I don't pay attention to that stuff, so you'll have to fill me in.
Oh, if you just watch the highlights, you'll be like, no way, that actually was said. No way that
There's
actually
a highlight reel?
Huh? I mean, they're asking
So
them
there's
like,
a highlight reel?
there's a bunch of them. Bunch of them. I bet you could probably put together 50 different things that was said in that trial that you would never hear in a normal trial.
Dino Mike says, sounds like they deserved each other's company.
Oh, that was a very toxic relationship, it sounded like. I mean, I think more so her, but that's my opinion. I think he has
No way.
he has a sarcastic way of talking, so I can see how he got under her skin.
I think Dino Mike is talking seriously over here.
Joshua says, in my opinion, the dollar bill is being manipulated, folks. Let's keep printing money and rigging the cryptocurrency market while raising the dollar bill index up and giving billions to Ukraine. I mean, he said, he took the words right out of my mouth. That's almost exactly what's going on.
Dino Mike, that's absolutely disgusting. I gotta tell you.
Adrian says it will never arrive in court. It will all of a sudden mysteriously catch on fire. Yeah, it seems to be the trend as of these days.
Yeah.
Evidence disappears so easy.
A lot of things are catching on fire too.
Now, I was expecting like more of a margin call type of scenario today. We didn't really get that feeling. So it just looks like it was a normal sell-off.
There's always tomorrow, Froggy.
I was going to say there's still tomorrow, though. Because everything ends tomorrow on this downward pressure. T2 ends tomorrow, and that haircut thing is supposed to be completed by tomorrow. So,
what's going on with the space call?
Not much. Miss Harris didn't take the mic. They're still there.
Oh, okay.
So 10,500 of the 4 million people in AMC registered with CompuShare, and those had held the entire float. I kind of hope that's 100% true, because then that would kind of confirm what wildness I was thinking. That would mean the shares could be way more than I thought. Wonder if Adam bought into Hycroft because he can talk about the short position or he can't talk about the short position in his company, but he can talk all day about HYMC's short problem. Maybe. Kind of wish more was being done, though. That's for sure. SEC is obviously part of the problem. I think everybody can kind of agree to that. The SEC is definitely not doing things beneficial for us. Tony just put out a video an hour ago about proxy confusion. I'll actually write that down.
I stopped over his channel this morning to say hello.
Yeah, Tony usually does some pretty good stuff, so I'll definitely be checking that video out because he usually packs it with facts. That's why I like it. Yeah, Doc Zena said he tweeted me the document and the page number of the issue, so I'll definitely check into that right after the show. And then if we find something good in there that is tasty, we'll definitely make a video on it.
Well, there's a lot of information about that whole deal with Ernst & Young and some of our board members. You know, we need to really do some vetting. That is what has to be done. And I think we're going to do that. Look
at this. That garbage company that we've been talking about, Hood,
no, yeah,
6.8% today. Well, let me see if I can put a put on that thing.
That must be a safe haven. You know, that must be where they're thinking is a safe haven for them. They'll prop that up and, you know, well, they'll keep it around. One hand washes the other, you know. It's pretty ridiculous. Because I know we ain't paying for it. I know we're not buying that.
I don't think anybody wants this stock, to be honest.
No.
It's overbought on a 2-hour. Cash did flow into it for whatever reason. Yuck. I'm looking for an excuse to put puts on it. Got to watch that. daily gold cross. If that crosses, then it'll be kind of scary. But other than that, if that bounces and goes red, it's coming right back down. So I'll be keeping an eye on it. Not a fan of hood. I'll take put money all day, though.
Yeah, I might buy puts on that myself.
Jordan says Robinhood, Webull, etc. aren't individually counted since they aren't DRS. Yeah, I don't even know if they keep track of their stuff, to be honest. Those places seem awful shady.
So Adrian Fernandez has a question here that reads, you think the Elon purchase of Twitter exposes the effery on the market and all the government involved?
Yep. Did you see the?
Well, as soon as that all happened, they announced a new part of the Homeland Security deal there.
Yeah, that misinformation SAR.
Yeah, the misinformations are.
That's such a horrible joke, because now he wants to bring free speech and make it free again. Basically make free speech great again, I guess. I don't know if that's even a joke, but they want to put a stop to that. I'm like, wait a second. Does anybody see the problem? They're mad at Elon for making free speech safer. They're trying to stop him. That tells you about your government.
Exactly.
Steven says, how many hedge funds does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. Everything they do is done in the dark. Yeah, that's true. You wouldn't be able to see it get done. No, none, because they just burned down the building.
Oh, that's a good idea, Froggy. Take a poll and see who registered their shares in chat with CompuShare. I think I did. I'm not 100% sure, but last vote, I think I did. So.
Ooh, here's a good question. Who's worse, Goldman Sachs or Citadel? I don't know, man. I know Goldman Sachs is a very bad standard for what it does. Citadel is just very smart in a devious way. They're both smart in a devious way, but Goldman Sachs doesn't really. They target citizens and try to figure out how to make as much as they can off of them. You wouldn't be well beyond capitalism with Goldman Sachs. It's more of pushing the boundaries of being legal versus illegal is what they do. They look for loopholes that they can get away with stuff. Citadel, kind of the same thing. Smart and devious, but they're limited to what they do over there. Goldman Sachs, once they figure out something, everybody learns it. So it's like a testing ground of bad stuff. Tarek says the haircut of collateral is still to come. I think they faked the recovery today to dump later. Could be a rug pull. Might be exactly right. I mean, if they're rug pulling, what they're doing today is just setting it up for tomorrow so they can hit us harder. So, I mean, I could care less either which way. I'm expecting a double dip. Tomorrow would just be confirmation of double dip. And then going into probably 3 o'clock tomorrow, I'll be looking at calls, something that I can buy that's beaten up, or anything around 2 o'clock. So I'll be watching between 2 and 3, well, Eastern time, which is 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours before market close. Letty says, hey, Froggy, Mediocre, can you both give us your take on what you see SPY doing tomorrow? Dip or continue to run tomorrow? Keeping in mind, we have a T+2 on the puts that went in the money. Most likely they're spreading it out. Plus you got the haircuts. And if I remember right, isn't tomorrow the Fed meeting? So they're going to go raise rates like a 0.5% or a full percent. So I'm expecting another dip back down to probably try that 404 range. And then we'll see how we come off of that. So, but that's just my guess for now. I think it's going to push back down.
Yeah, I think it's going to do the same thing, to be honest. Yeah, I think it's just a way to take liquidity out of the market. People bought in at the end of the day. Take it down tomorrow morning. Just trap them people. That's usually what they do. So that's kind of what I see.
Yeah, head fake today, and then possibly they're going to hit it again tomorrow.
Yep. And then you got the FOMC Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday? I thought it was tomorrow.
No, Wednesday. Tomorrow's the last day. They got to be completed with their haircuts tomorrow.
Third and fourth. Yeah, press conference at 4:15. I think the rate's already baked in, so I don't think there's going to be much movement off of that. It's the haircuts and everything else that's supposed to be done by tomorrow. Do you know how many hidden catalysts there are that could start the short squeeze? There's a lot of catalysts coming up. I don't know which one could actually. I think it's going to take a combination of catalysts to knock us back up there in price. So we're just waiting to see which one does it. I think after Cat 5 goes into effect, I think that'll be a big catalyst. I think GME doing that stock split will be a partial catalyst. And then, I mean, we got just so many different things like the executive order and stuff like that that's going to make a difference. So we're waiting to see which one does how much movement for us. Now, this was mentioned yesterday, I think it was by Al from Boston, saying $10 a share. I don't see it getting back down there to that $10. Well, we got down to 13, but he was calling it out to drop under 10, and I don't see it happening. I mean, if it did, it would kind of excite me to buy more because I can get more from more bang for my buck. But that's pretty much it. I don't see it happening, but I mean, I'm curious, is Al from Boston right or not? I mean, if he is, cool. I'll get it. I'll buy on that dip, and I'll get more.
IMO. I don't think so.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect it to get there. I was shocked that it even hit 13 in the first place.
Exactly.
Christopher says, Cam made Froggy paranoid. Well, I mean, after everything that's been going on, like now I can't trust anything that comes from that direction. So
yeah.
Who do we need to sue in order to get Toys R Us back? I don't know, man. I kind of do miss that company. It was a good place to go to get toys.
Yeah.
Would like to have Blockbuster back, but I don't know if that will happen either. Realistically, when AMC and GME rip due to margin calls across the board, will it still halt like during normal rip conditions, or will it just fly? That's a good question. If the margin calls are hitting, would they actually do halts when they're the cause of it? I would think it would halt. Oh, there's a good point. That's the one you were talking about. I'm disappointed with Kenny's return. All that cheating he does in his ROI should be closer to 50% instead of 7.5. That's a good point. That the guy was supposed to be the best in the game, and he's only getting 7.5% with all that cheating. That's a shame.
Disgusting. That was a very good comment.
Abe First Wall Street says, are you planning another live tonight? We plan on covering, we got a bunch of news we want to cover. So we're going to try to knock out like 2 or 3 more videos tonight. They're going to be like 30-minute live specials covering like news and stuff. And we might even do a stock one too, just to get like Redbox, AMC, GME, and stuff like that covered for tomorrow, so people can get an idea of what's going to happen tomorrow in the market. Doxino says, looking like the 10,000 registered holders do not own all 516 million shares of the AMC. It's a misreading of the proxy statement. So you beat me to it. I didn't get a chance to look at it, but that's kind of good that somebody already saved me the trip to figure it out.
I'm not sure. There was an email sent back and forth, so I'm still on the fence. I'm waiting on the information. I'm not going to. I heard a rumor, so I don't want to really say yet.
Dynamite says Tony puts out quality information, I think. Yeah, Tony's stuff's usually pretty on point. It's always a nice source to go and reference from because he's already doing all the like verification and stuff like that to make sure that everything's fact. Yeah, FOMC meeting Wednesday, which is confirmed. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye out for that. Oh, looks like I'm all caught up, Froggy. How many halts were applied to the Volkswagen squeeze during its run till it was over? I'm not sure. That's a good question. Well, let me see what else we got here. That's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. We're going to have to probably go back behind the scenes and watch some videos and stuff and dig into some information and see where things are going. But other than that, I think we covered everything.
Yeah, it was there wasn't a whole lot going on today. Just kind of like a not so fun day.
Yeah, as expected, red. Tomorrow, I'm expecting more red. And then we can get back on track for Wednesday, Thursday. and maybe recover all the losses by Thursday. And then Max Payne, we'll have to see where it turns out. Hopefully it's still positive on a week. And yeah, that's pretty much where I think it's going to end up heading. Yeah, I'm going to probably wrap things up here. Miss Harris, you want to come up and speak? Let's see if we can get to the microphone here. Yeah, we'll watch a couple of these videos and stuff that we got. Then we're going to try to spit those out here later on tonight for you guys. Please hit that like button if you do get a chance. And then for anybody that wants to sign up to become a member, it does support me on trying to go full-time on YouTube, so I can do this like all day instead of just part of the day. So that's one of my goals right now, is to try to get on here full-time. So Ms. Harris, you want to speak?
Hello, everyone. Please, everyone in the space call. I'm sorry. Please, everyone in the space call, please go down and like and subscribe to the channel. It's very much appreciated, and also needed. Also follow the Mediocre Traders channel. If you guys want to learn the 1348 trading when it comes to the calls, puts, strikes, options, or whatever you want to learn, Froggy or Mediocre Trader can actually teach you that. They can do a one-on-one with you. Become a member for as low as 16 cents a month. It's needed, guys. I'm telling you, it's really needed. Because when the squeeze starts to happen, listen to me, when the squeeze starts to happen, you cannot. I'm seriously. You guys think that you can, because I heard somebody sent me a DM and said, no, somebody said, all we have to do is be friends with somebody. No, it's not going to work like that. You have to become a member in order to be able to ask questions or to ask, am I there yet? Is it there? Had a shorts covered? How much farther will go? Because he has that money indicator that tells him where the money's coming in. And if the money's not coming in, where's it at? And all that stuff. So you want to become a member, 16 cents a month, and also learn the 1348. Jay Portuguese, love you with all my heart. Love you with all my heart. We need a Discord afterwards. I need to tell you. To all those that are up in the space call, from Ape Radio, the one, the Hedge, Viper, Jordy, Lady Kate, Eric, he does the he came in here early. I see him, but I was too busy. He came in here and does the AMC ideals. So you guys want to support that as well. And all those that did become members that were up in the space calls, thank you. And I'm waiting for the rest of you guys to become one. Blue Boy, I'm waiting on you. Cobra, I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you, John. I'm waiting on you people to become these members. It's necessary. And appreciate you all. And I gotta say this. Yesterday, Hobby the Great was so heavy on my heart. I about tears smiles crying out for him. Crying out for you guys. Continue to lift him up in prayer. I don't know why the Lord just said it. Just continue to lift him up in prayer. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And as my son would say, oh, I gotta say what PJ. PJ said he's gonna be coming in this week. I don't know what day, but he's gonna be coming in. As PJ would say, drop some stuff in the chat as you exit. Come on, people, show your appreciation for Froggy in the channel. He wants to become a full-time YouTuber, but he can't do it without the help of you guys. Without the help of you guys, 16 cents a day is the lowest. So I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart. I'm not begging you, but I'm asking you, because God is good. And as my son would say, you guys know, build up, we out. God bless. Go ahead, Froggy.
I did want to show you one of the things I was working on here. I just finished this thing on a 3D printer. Not sure how many people would have interest in it, but it's the Crystal Dragon. Pretty neat little print. It's a print in place. It's one long dragon. It kind of moves around. I thought it was kind of cool, so I made it for fun. But that's pretty much it. But look for videos that we put out later on tonight. We're going to be covering some different. We're going to be discussing it backstage to see what we're going to end up reviewing and then bringing back out later. So keep an eye out for those videos popping up later on tonight. Mediocre Trader, you want to close it out?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for watching, coming in every day and watching the show. We appreciate it very much. And if you could beat that like and subscribe button over on my channel and then hop back over to Froggy's channel, and do the same. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Yep. Later, guys. Thank you for coming, and peace.